Which gig app actually pays more? Field Agent, Mobee, or Observa? I use all of these apps consistently, so let's break it down with real numbers, time, and effort. This isn't guaranteed income. These are real results that I have gotten. I've been doing these type of apps for a really long time. Payouts and availability will vary by location. I'm going to go through each app, talk about the average pay per gig, time it'll take to complete the gig, and how often you're going to get gigs. And the first one I'm starting with is Field Agent. This is the one where you're going to get the most availability. There will be the most jobs. If you're watching this video towards the end of the month, try to check it again in the beginning of the month. Right now, it is the 2nd of May when I'm recording this, and it is super busy. But just because there are a lot of gigs, are they actually worth doing it? How much do these actually pay, and how much could you actually make? Well, right now, it may look really busy, but most of these are $2. Now, $2 is really low. Most of them are $3 minimum and around $3, $4 to $5. But for the $2 ones, you're not really going to have to do that much. So if you click on it, they'll give you some information. And it literally says take 3 photos and answer 2 questions. So the hardest part about this one is going to be finding a parking spot close enough. And it's going to take you longer to walk from your car inside than it will actually take to do the task. And then now this is at pretty much every Publix. And if you're familiar with South Florida, literally a Publix on every corner. So you could really stack these up, do a route, and get a lot of these done in a day. But most of them are going to be $3. So these are the ones I did yesterday. Display Dash, that was you go in and they give you either like food or health and beauty, and you just have to take 8 pictures or 6 pictures of displays. Super easy, about 5 to 10 minutes. Most of them that you're going to see are going to be what's called shelf view, and they're going to want a view of the shelf. The reason why they pay for these is because for certain reasons they need to see what's actually on the shelf at real time. They could use it for shop and deliver apps. Also, if a company is deciding where to put their product on the shelf, then it's important to see what other products are there. So like pesticide and herbicide, that one was at Lowe's. I had to go take a lot of pictures. You are going to have to do something. It's not like surveys or something. You're going to have to do work, and most of it will involve taking a lot of pictures. So if you don't like taking a lot of pictures, if you're not good at taking clear pictures, then maybe this isn't the gig for you. I think it's super fun. I've been doing it for a while, and I could take these pictures really fast. So even though it seems like a lot of pictures, it really just takes as much time as it takes me to walk through the aisle because I take the pictures while I'm walking. So Field Agent is going to be on the lower side of payment, on the higher side of volume, which makes it worth it and makes it consistent. And you could use it as like a part-time job or side hustle income if you live in a pretty populated area. And this app, Field Agent, is going to pay direct deposit into your bank account, cash, not gift cards or anything like that. So once your jobs are approved, and they have to be approved by real people, it'll be here in your earnings. You press cash out, and then you'll be able to cash out your earnings. Mobee is different. Mobee is going to be the same type of task that you have to do in Field Agent, pictures, scanning, stuff like that. But this one pays in gift cards. So it's kind of hard to compare which one pays more because this one doesn't pay cash at all. But they do have Target, they have Starbucks, they have Visa gift cards. So in my opinion, it's worth it. It's all places where I would spend money anyway, so I've cashed out a lot of these gift cards. And these tasks are going to be pretty quick too, like Field Agent. Expect a couple of minutes, 5, 10 minutes. Some of the more high-paying ones, they'll be like $10 or $12 ones. I would say just don't do those ones. Do like the $3 to $6 ones because those ones are worth it. Now, this one could be tricky with the availability because when you first look at the app right now, it looks like there's a lot of pins, and then if you swipe up, you could see all the jobs. But personally, all these these 350 Eagle Eye ones, I don't do that one. It's like checkout cash register. It took me way too long. It was awkward taking pictures of the checkout registers. So those ones I don't do. These honey ones are worth it in my opinion. You just have to scan pictures of honey, take a couple pictures. The trick is to know what store to do it at. If you do this at Aldi's or at Family Dollar, it's going to take like 2 to 3 minutes because there's only like 2 or 3 honey products. But at a supermarket at Trader Joe's, at Whole Foods, where they're going to have a lot of honey products, more than 20, then it could take like 10 minutes. So keep an eye out for those honey ones. This one will have gigs almost every day that you check it that are actually worth doing. Just if you do one that you don't like, try other ones, because there's a lot of these ones that I personally don't do anymore, and I like to think that I'm really good at this. This one will be more busy once it gets closer to holiday seasons, like any holiday, Halloween, Christmas, stuff like that, because a lot of the gigs are seasonal, like candy for Halloween and candy for Christmas. And that brings us to the next one, which is going to be Observa. This one is going to be the highest payment per gig. You could expect around $6 minimum, opposed to 2 or 3 with the other apps. And then they could go all the way up to like $20 for basically the same thing that you would do in Field Agent and Mobee. The only downside is a lot of these are merchandising, which I don't recommend doing unless you have a lot of experience, because with this, you're going to have to talk to the staff, and it may take you a lot of time to getting in touch with the staff. You have to wear appropriate attire. I would stick with the shelf audits. Observa is going to pay in PayPal. So after you do it, it gets approved. You'll get a notification on your PayPal. This one, there's not a lot of gigs, but it pays more per gig, so it's worth having. And the gigs aren't going to take that much time, and you'll get a payment through PayPal. And if you want to see my full tutorial on this side hustle app, check out this video over here.